This week on Steel Horse Thunder. Yes, we may be older, but wiser. We didn't get enough last week. We're going back to Bikes on Meridian. Stay out of trouble, young lady.
Okay.
Do you like the motorcycle watch or do you like the people watch?
Well, a little bit of both. But
Then we have another ride for a great cause.
Come to find out, he's got a rare disease called ataxia telangiectasia.
I guess we can't do enough for people in Nick's situation.
All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder. This is a judgment-free zone here. Don't say a word.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Mother Nature is my playground, and when I hit the trail, I drive hard. And Mother Nature, she hits back even harder. Line-X protects my vehicle inside and out, guaranteed to withstand even the harshest of elements. I've learned that anything worth protecting is worth overprotecting. Because when protection matters most, I Line-X it.
At Hangout of Flames, we've added a lot to our showroom. We've added lots of biker gear, lots of lighting, a lot of accessories. We've added Parts Unlimited and drag specialties to our unlimited supply of parts we can get for you.
Here at Hangout of Flames, we let you come in the back, show you things about your bike that you didn't know, teach you about them, and work with you on your bikes. We work on metric standards, Yamaha, Harley, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, everything and anything you have. It's a great place to come in and get your bike worked on, or even come in and hang out.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Leidendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
What in the world are we doing here?
I told you I had so much fun last week. We were going to come back again next week. We're here again. Let's go see what's going on.
Let's go.
Hey, how much did you have to pay for these box seats right here?
A couple of beers.
Just a couple of beers? So what brings you down to Indianapolis tonight?
You, Scott. You and Cindy, of course.
Okay, great. Now I do have to buy you guys a couple beers now for that alone. How much fun is this down here?
It's awesome. Absolutely amazing. Where else can you see something like this? Indy.
In Indianapolis, this is the only time we get anything like this, man. Just curious, what time in the day did you get here in order to get a seat like this?
we just got the seat 5 minutes ago. Somebody got up.
So somebody just happened to get up, right place, right time. Timing is everything then, correct?
We're lucky.
Well, we're going to let you guys have fun, have a good time, and stay out of trouble, young lady.
Okay.
So, Christy, you're out here on Bikes on Meridian. I noticed your patch. You're from Dayton, Ohio. Did you hear about this in Dayton?
Facebook.
So what is your patch for?
Rare blood.
And what is that?
Unity.
Immunity?
Unity.
Unity. Well, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Well, thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
Vince, seeing you down here, motorcycles on Meridian. How did you manage to get out of the shop up there at Renegade Classics?
I waited until closing time because I want to make sure if I had what they needed for tonight. And then we headed down. You know, it's fantastic. I mean, you can't miss this event. I mean, you got sport bikes, cruisers, metric, American, everyone hanging out together. It's fantastic. I can't miss it.
My favorite thing of the year around here, I mean, I just absolutely love it. What we have here is, it's certainly not on the same scale as a Sturgis or a Daytona, but it's the same atmosphere. We combine it into one night, but my God, it's a good time down here.
And it's a fantastic start. I mean, when MotoGP left, we were a little afraid, but Abate and the city of Indianapolis have done a great job. And now they have vendors, and you can see it spreading in the side streets, so maybe it will grow into something even bigger. I mean, fingers crossed, but this is incredible. I love it down here.
Now, how are things going at Renegade Classics? I know you guys actually opened up another shop down in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yep. Lexington's doing really well. For only being open a few months, they're doing incredible. September 23rd, we're going to have a big grand opening kind of party down there. Beer trucks, food trucks, all the fun stuff. I'll make sure you and everybody knows because it'll be a big event. But no, it's doing great. I mean, I'm running back and forth a lot, putting a lot of miles on my bike.
Right.
So, yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about this? Is it the bike watching, or do you like the motorcycle watch, or do you like the people watch?
Well, a little bit of both, but what I like is the way Indianapolis blocks off the street for us, for us motorcycle riders. And I like that back when the MotoGP was going on. I said to myself, they're showing some love.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that in Louisville. No motorcycle events at all where the city is a part of it.
Yeah.
Any motorcycle event in Louisville is just a motorcycle event put on by motorcycle riders or clubs or whatever, but nothing that the city's a part of. So this is nice. And it has been for what, 08, 09, 08 when it started.
Yeah, I was gonna say almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. I'm gonna let you get back to the fun. And thank you so much for coming up here. I tell you what, if you guys ever get anything going down in Louisville like this, let us know. We'll bring our cameras down there.
All right.
All right, man. Bikes on Meridian. The thing I love the most is all the different motorcycles you see. Dude, I have never seen anything like this before. Can you tell me a little bit about this machine?
Well, okay, this is a thoroughbred stallion. It's made by Motortrike down in Troop, Texas. They make about 100 to 150 a year. They started in 06, stopped in 8, picked it up again in 10, and stopped in 13 when they couldn't get the engines anymore. Now they're negotiating for a new engine to start making this year. It gets 35 miles a gallon. It's got a 4-cylinder Ford Ranger engine. It's 2300 cc, automatic transmission, has air, heat, cruise, tilt, AM, FM, CD player, and it's really comfortable.
It's absolutely amazing. And now that I hear they don't make a whole lot of them, so I understand why I'm not familiar with them, but this is the absolute, I mean, do you call it a trike? I mean, it's
three-wheel. It's got a triple tree in the front, 2 wheels in the back. The only reason they got a steering wheel is because you can't turn the body on this like you do a trike.
That is so cool. Now, you said this is your wife's?
Yeah, my wife drives this one. I've got the Vulcan over there behind you. And it's been through the tail, and it handles really good. And 35 miles a gallon. She'll do 80 mile an hour easy, pulling the trailer in the rain, and handles like a dream.
Wow, this is absolutely too cool, man. This is a heck of a, you don't have to have two. You can ride, both of you guys fit on there.
Oh yeah, we've doubled up. In fact, we flew out to Utah to buy this one, drove it all the way back by way of Texas. It has a gas pedal on one side, a brake pedal on the other, which takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not bad. The pedals adjust forward and reverse, so for a tall person like me or for my wife, so it fits her when she's shorter.
Dude, all right, now I understand your husband was nice enough to tell me a little bit about this machine. How do you like riding something like this?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's like a Cadillac. It's got everything that you could want.
I am in awe about it. It is really, really cool. Now, he said you do 80 miles an hour in the rain pulling a trailer. You don't go that fast, do you?
Sometimes.
Well, when you're out west, you're allowed to go that fast.
That's right, and we would be doing 80 and get past.
What's going on? How long you been sitting here on this bike?
Just like 5 minutes.
Do you know who owns it? Or did you just find a bike and wanted to hop on there?
I just asked my cousin's dad.
So your dad owns the bike?
Yeah.
And you guys are down here hanging out at Bikes on Meridian?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about this?
The bikes.
What's your favorite kind of bike? Do you like the Harleys? Do you like the sport bikes?
Harleys.
Harley? What about you? What kind of motorcycle do you like?
I like the Harleys.
You gonna be a motorcycle rider when you get older?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. I noticed you got your blue on, like the Colts fans, and when you get older, you're gonna get your girlfriend on the back and ride your motorcycle up to watch a Colts game, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old do you have to be before you can have a girlfriend?
18? I don't know.
18? How old do you think you should be before you get a girlfriend?
I don't know.
If you can find one tomorrow, you'll have one, won't you? Yeah. All right, you guys have fun. Don't scratch the paint.
Okay.
So, do you guys work around here and you just rolled away from your desk and rolled right up to the sidewalk to watch?
Get out of here. We're going to do something else. We're just, somebody hooked us up with these chairs. Yeah.
Pays to know somebody, huh?
Buddy, I tell you what, he's a nice guy. Yeah, it took care of.
What's your favorite part? Is it the motorcycles or is it watching the people?
Both. The motorcycles, really.
People, motorcycle. Yeah. Good time.
You guys got a pretty good spot here. You can see everything right here on Meridian Street. You even got a garbage can if you want to, throw stuff away. I mean,
until they open the lid, then it's just, pretty nasty. But this is a good spot. You're right.
Are you guys having a good time tonight?
Oh yeah, right. We were here last year. We come from Culver up there about 100 miles just for this. Is neat. We haven't even eaten. We don't want to leave.
You can eat anytime. You only get one night out of the year to be able to watch this, right? All right, well, you guys have fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
How would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family. If you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer, it's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. Two great locations.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Leidendorf Law. Like family, because we are.
Hey, winter's among us, but spring is right around the corner. It's time to start putting those rides together for next year.
Absolutely. We would love to host an event here at Flat Out Motorsports. We have plenty of parking, plus the facility is large enough that if weather turns on us, we can move it inside.
And that's the nice thing. This place is so big, there is more than just motorcycles. There's every kind of toy you can think of.
Absolutely. If you're going to hunt or plow your driveway or just have another recreational vehicle, this is a place.
No doubt. So Vince, how do people get in touch with you here?
Well, it's really easy to reach out to us on Facebook, and you can check our current events there, or you can stop by the store. We're on 88th Place in Hague, which is just south on I-6 Street. You can see us real easy from I-69.
Yes.
Sharon, you are the Southside Harley-Davidson featured woman rider today. I tell you what, I love the sparkles on your bike.
Oh, thank you very much. I like it too. I get a lot of compliments from it.
So can you tell me about this bike?
I bought this bike back a year ago in February. I started to ride again after several years of riding behind with my husband, and sold his 2012 Street Glide and got this Sportster. It's 2015 1200.
Well, it is a nice bike. You know, you told me that you've been through quite a few ordeals. Tell me, start back from your first bike and tell me about some of the stuff that you've had to go through.
Okay, well, 40 plus years ago, I used to have my own bike, rode for a while, and then I picked back up riding back with my husband for 36 years on the back of his, and then he passed away 2 years ago. So I decided to go ahead and get my own bike and start back up riding again at a little bit later of an age.
You know, and that is so cool that you did that. You know, I am so sorry for your loss. That's horrible that you had to go through that. That you're back on a bike, you know, a little bit older, but you know what? You're out there and you're riding, and this is one cool bike that you're on.
Oh, thank you very much. I absolutely love it. It actually is my first Harley, and wouldn't have another bike. I mean, I love the sound of them and love to ride.
So now, were you on the back of your husband's bike for a long time?
For 36 years, yeah. He always had Harleys, rode on the back with him. And like I said, when he died a little over 2 years ago, I decided I'm not giving up riding. We rode everywhere, and it's one thing I was not going to give up. So it's like, you know what? Even at a later age, you can still do it. You know, you get on it, and if you want it bad enough, you can do it.
I agree totally. So do you have any plans for this bike? Are you planning on doing some trips now that you're back on a bike? Do you plan on doing any long trips or anything?
I mean, I hope so. I'm going to keep it at least for a year and see. I might go to the Big Twin and stuff. I'm not really sure, but I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's easy to handle, and I really like it. And I get a lot of compliments on it because it's so pretty. And you know, hopefully, yes, I actually want to get to Sturgis. I'm not sure if I'll be able to ride there or trailer it, but I'm going to get there.
Well, you get there. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I love this bike. I love the color. I'm praying for many more miles on this bike, and I just think it's so cool that you're back on a bike now after all those years of not being on one.
Thank you. I enjoy it a lot.
Hey, we're up here at Renegade Classics. We're on 96th Street and Allisonville Road. Nikki, the store has a new look to it. Can you tell me about it?
I sure can. So in this section we have our travel bags, and then we have our weather gear so we can keep you on the road as long as possible. And then we move into our helmet section. So we have your half helmets, we have your 3/4, we have your modulars, we have our leather vests, leather jackets, we also have denim and textile vests. Then we move into our chaps, lined and unlined. On the far wall we have the gloves, ladies and men's. Then we have our boots. And then we move into the ladies section, so we have ladies vests, ladies jackets, and then a few accessories. Over here we move into our care section, which we have cleaners, anything you need to do an oil change, anything you need to store your bike, so covers. And then we have our karaoke wall, so we have lots of different accessories for your bike, give it a different look, change it up a little bit.
Well, Nikki, I love what you've done with the store, and we're just thrilled to have you guys with Steel Horse Thunder as a sponsor. And remember, when you come in here to visit them, make sure you tell them Steel Horse Thunder sent you.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road with the wind in their face. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give motorcycles the proper attention that the law requires. When an accident occurs, call Leidendorf Law for a free consultation. Our team of lawyers is ready to aggressively pursue your case and fight for your rights in and out of a courtroom. We'll help you on the road to recovery so that soon you can return to the open road. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
Hey, we got a picture-perfect Saturday morning. We're up here at Camby, Indiana. We're at Heavy's Bar and Grill. Everybody knows it. Thursday night bike night is here. Cindy, what's going on today?
This is Nick's Ride for a Cure, and it's a very rare disease. Only 500 in the country. It's unbelievable.
Well, let's go find his dad. We're going to find out a little bit more about Nick and what's going on today at this ride. Hey, John, we're out here. Nick's Ride for a Cure. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Awesome. You couldn't ask for better weather. I mean, this is perfect right here. I'm not really familiar with what the ride's about here. I know it's for Nick. I know it's for your son. Can you tell me a little bit about your son?
Yeah. So, long story short, when Nick was 18 months old, we thought that there was some kind of motor issues that were going on, so we went and had it checked out. Come to find out, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, and that's what we thought the diagnosis was. But as he started getting older, around 10, we noticed that things started to go downhill as far as motor skills go and things like that. So we went and had some genetics testing done, and come to find out he's got a rare disease called ataxia telangiectasia, AT for short. So that's what we always refer to it as, is just AT. And basically the reason for for the ride is because it's such a rare disease, there's hardly any government funding or anything like that that goes towards a cure. So essentially that's what this is to raise money for the AT project, which is the organization that funds most of the or all of the research that goes to a cure.
So now you say it's very rare. I mean, obviously I've never heard of that, and so therefore I didn't even know, what it was, obviously. Right. And I do like AT. It's much easier to pronounce and much easier to spell. But you say it's pretty rare? It's very rare. And just to give you kind of an explanation and to not ramble, I've got kind of a canned explanation of what ataxia-telangiectasia actually is, or AT. And it's a rare genetic disease that attacks children, causing progressive loss of muscle control, immune system problems, and a high rate of cancer. If you can imagine a disease that combines the worst symptoms of cerebral palsy, cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, cancer, and immune deficiencies, that's what AT is. So since AT is so rare, there's very little funding for it. The AT Project is a grassroots charity made up of family and friends who raise funds to find life-improving therapies and a cure for our kids. AT is the only organization that sends funds to the only AT clinic at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Well, I know there's quite a few people already here. We're early yet, and so there's going to be a lot. Bikers are one thing. There are a lot of things. One thing they are not is early. So that's just one of those things. Usually right before the ride starts is when everybody usually gets here. But I'm glad to see people coming out. Sure. I know this is a perfect weekend for rides, so there's a bazillion of them going on today. But I'm so glad we came out here. I'm glad to meet you guys. And I got one question: is Nick going to get a chance to ride today? Actually, yes. He's going to ride on. We call him Tiny. He's going to ride on Tiny's trike, and we're going to try and make the whole ride. But his mom's going to be following in a car just in case he feels any kind of weakness or anything like that. We can get him shoved in the car, and he's going to follow us around. Good deal. Well, I'm glad he's able to ride on the trike. I'm glad he's going to get it. Even if it's just part of it, I'm glad he gets to do part of this ride. Absolutely. And I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't say a big, huge thank you to you guys, to Deb and Heavies for all their support. And it would sound like I would just want a NASCAR race if I named everybody's name. So I'll just say a big thank you to all of our friends and family that have helped put this together. It has been a monumental task, and I'm glad we're here today to finally follow through with everybody's hard work. Can't thank everybody enough. You put this ride together. I know you guys did a lot of work for it. Tell me about what all goes into doing this ride.
Well, it took a lot of programming and stuff for us to try to get everybody together. We rode the ride probably like 3 times, kept changing our mind on the ride, on the route, till we finally decided something. We had it all down pat, I thought. One of the roads we was going to get on, they graveled, so we had to change it up again last night. But other than that, that was the biggest issue. And then I donated a lot of my time. My wife with me, also Cindy, donated a lot of her time, tried to put all this together. We used our house as a main storage place for all the stuff that they're going to be auctioning off inside. And just whatever we could do to help out Nick, this young man, and John and Chris are great friends. Just met them this year, and they're like family. And we, I guess we can't do enough for people in Nick's situation. But I do whatever I can to help them out, and absolutely love doing stuff like this. So, well, you guys do a great job. I heard you had to move all your furniture out of your living room because you guys got so many gifts. We had to take the chairs and the the coffee table out, and then had the whole front room piled up with stuff, and had to try to sweep around it and keep the dog out of it was another chore. But yeah, I don't mind, So when I get home, we'll put it all back together. Of course you will. But today is a good day for a ride. It's great. You guys have done a great job. We've got a lot of motorcycles here, and I'm sure that Nick is going to just appreciate all that you're doing for him today. Oh, yeah, I believe so. I think he's really going to get tickled be able to take that ride with Doug on that trike. And I wouldn't mind taking a ride myself on it. But all right, Doug, I understand you're going to have the honor of letting Nick be your passenger back here on your trike?
Yes, sir.
How'd you manage to get that?
I was asked, and I have a seat belt.
It's just that simple, huh?
It's that simple. You got to be available for this stuff.
You know, it is very handy when you have somebody with a trike, or I know we did a ride years ago for Dumont down in Bloomington and Bedford, and we found somebody with a sidecar that was able to put him in a sidecar. And it's just super cool when you have somebody around that can do that right there. I mean, it's kind of neat, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a lot more stable with the dual wheels and the wide setup. It's a lot more stable, a lot easier. It doesn't matter whether they lean or not, doesn't matter anything else. You can strap them in and go.
Yeah, that's really cool that you got the seatbelt back here and everything else. We love your trike. Your trike actually won one of the bike shows last year at Thursday Night Bike Night here at Heavy's, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it there again this year.
Well, it's not done yet. It's a work in progress. I just had a bigger front end put on it this year, and hope to get the tanks and fenders painted and all that stuff either this year or next. But
well, I'd say keep your head out of the clouds, but it's kind of hard for you to do that. So keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, right?
Yeah. Well, if everybody else wasn't so short, it wouldn't look so tall.
So, Danny, you're here for this ride today. I saw you guys come in and then you pulled out. What was that all about?
We had to go get gas.
Well, of course you did.
Didn't want to run out of gas.
No, you never want to run out of gas.
And I doubt we'd stop all these people to get gas once we got going.
Well, I heard it was because somebody wanted to get here to get donuts.
Yeah, my buddy, he's hungry. You can see him here.
You have an awesome bike. Tell me about your bike.
It's a 07 Street Glide, full custom. It's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty basic for us.
So did you customize it?
Yes, I built them.
By yourself?
Yes. Got a shop right here in Waverly. Built both of these here, so.
So what is the name of your shop?
D&D Motorsports.
Hey man, we're out here at Nick's Ride. What made you guys come out today to do this ride?
We personally know Nick and the family.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this is a personal thing for you then?
Yeah, we're friends of Tammy and Buck, Nick's mom. Yeah.
So do you guys do a lot of charity rides, or is this something kind of rare for you? Or?
We try to. We work a lot, so.
We try to get 2 or 3 of them in a year, at least, you know. Yeah.
A lot of benefits for the kids.
This is what I do for a living, and I probably only get 2 or 3 of them in a year. I understand when you're working constantly, sometimes you don't get a chance to ride, but boy, today you guys are going to have a perfect day for riding.
Beautiful day.
Lane, Lane.
Scott, SCOTT. Quit playing in the middle of the road. You're going to get run over. I'm not paying your doctor bill.
This is Nick's